it really talks to you before you even see it. Yeah, I remember you pulling up in that thing, and we could hear you from about probably a quarter mile away.
Yeah, like it's like literally a track car that you can just drive on the road.
You can get this in that classic 6-speed manual transmission. I always tell my customers, like, the best way to experience a BMW is from behind the wheel.
How fast did you get it up to?
So I topped out at 106. Yeah, man, it was a lot of fun.
The technology that we have now is impressive.
It's incredible, man. It's incredible.
Welcome to Behind the Wheel, your podcast here at Union Park BMW, where we're going to talk about luxury, driving performance, and everything BMW. I'm your host, James.
I'm your co-host, CJ. Today we're going to dive into a couple things. We're going to talk about BMW's new Digital Key Plus. We're going to talk about my recent experience at the Client Advisor Experience in Greenville, South Carolina. But we're going to get started with what's right behind us, right? The BMW M2. And what I love about the M2, man, is that it really talks to you before you even see it, right? Before it even drives away, you look at it, right? It's got that wide.
Is it talking to you now, CJ?
It is, man. It's got that wide body. It's got the kidney grills, right? It's got the aggressive black wheels, the M Sport package. It's got it all. It's such a cool car before it even drives up.
Yeah, for sure. And underneath the hood, it's got the inline-six twin-turbo engine producing 453 stock horsepower. I actually owned an M2. There's one behind me here, the Zanzibar Blue. By the way, the Zanzibar Blue only comes in the M2 or the M240. A lot of our customers ask us, can I put that on an X5 or a different model? Unfortunately, not yet. It's not an individual color. It's only married to this M2. So I had this one here in the manual, 6-speed manual transmission. One of the most fun cars I've ever owned. I put a mid-pipe on it, so it just sounded crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Super fun car to drive. Actually, Danielle told me I couldn't have it anymore. I needed an SUV.
Yeah, I remember you pulling up in that thing, and we could hear you from probably a quarter mile away.
Yeah. So just a crazy car. The newer M2s have all the updated technology in it with Apple CarPlay, the iDrive system, the curved display, heads-up display. So just a fun car. CJ, who do you think is the driver for this car?
Man, I think this car really, it's for like probably a BMW enthusiast, right? It could be for anyone, right? Because it is a practical car. Like you can take it out on the road, you can take it to the track, you can take it anywhere. But at the end of the day, like the M2 itself to me is a BMW enthusiast car, right? Because it's that original BMW sports car power at heart.
Yeah, like it's like literally a track car that you can just drive on the road. I mean,
exactly.
You could take it to lunch, you could take it in the city, on the highway, on the back roads, and it gives you the full driving M experience of BMW. And it fits perfectly in your garage.
Absolutely, man. It's easy to parallel park, nice and small. Comes in manual, comes in automatic, so like you have the option, right? You can't get a ton of cars in automatic anymore, right? You can get this in that classic 6-speed, you can't get a lot of cars in manual anymore. You can get this in that classic 6-speed manual transmission.
Or the 8-speed automatic transmission.
Exactly.
If you didn't want to have to keep shifting.
With the paddle shifter still, so you can still get that classic feel. And it's just an awesome car.
Well, we got an exciting thing for you here. We'd like to turn this car on and show you the sound of this vehicle.
Oh, yeah. Why is this one a little bit louder, James?
Yeah, so this customer that traded this one back into us, this is a low mileage, 4,000 miles, 2023 model, put a catback exhaust on this car. To answer any questions, it doesn't void any warranties on the BMW.
Right.
The only warranty it wouldn't be is for the exact pipes of the car. But it just sounds crazy. And that's the coolest thing with a lot of BMWs, with M cars, is customers or owners of these cars like to customize or tune them to their spec. And then you'll see a lot of car meets, cars and coffee, different things like that. By the way, we're planning one soon here at Union Park BMW. We're going to invite everybody out that has an M car or even just any BMW. Welcome. We'll give you later dates in the next episode when that gets more finalized. So that's exciting. We had one here back in August of 2024. Don't miss out on the next one.
Absolutely. So we have these two here, right? And they're both pre-owned options. You can come in today instead of a test drive. You can reach out to us via the website, via any of our social medias. And set up a test drive with us here. Come out and not just see the cars behind us, right, but get behind the wheel, experience them. I always tell my customers, like, the best way to experience a BMW is from behind the wheel, right? You can do all the looking online, you can do all the looking you want, man, but until you get behind the wheel and feel the power of the BMW and the way it handles around those curves, you just don't know what you're in for.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. And a great way to schedule a test drive is we actually have a feature on our website. If you click the vehicle in stock here and you hit scheduled test drive, you could just do it right on the website without even calling us, texting us, or emailing us. Set up an appointment, we'll confirm it with you. Or if you want to hashtag come see CJ, just hashtag come see CJ. We're happy to take you out on a test drive, and really any one of our vehicles and show you the true BMW experience. So yeah, scheduled today right here at Union Park BMW. And CJ, let's talk a little bit about the actual driving of these vehicles. I know you just went to the South Carolina Driving M Performance School.
Yeah, yeah.
That's about how that was.
Yeah, so it was part of the 2025 client advisor experience that BMW puts on. They did one in California back in April for the West Coast guys, and then this one here is for the East Coast guys. So it's going on from today until Thursday. It's 3 2-day sessions. So I went to session one. And it was cool, man. It opened up. We got to talk from like the CEO of BMW North America. I actually got to like ride on an elevator, just he and I, and like have a little talk. That was pretty cool, man. But
hopefully he gets to watch this video.
Yeah. Hi, Sebastian.
Sebastian, credit to you.
I got to go to the M Performance Driving School, right? The BMW Performance Driving Center, and get to drive the cars on the track. Right. And so the way they do it, there's a lead driver who's a professional driver that works at the BMW driving center. And we were in M3s. And he kind of drives in the front, and then there's three follow cars that we're in. And we go through a series of turns, and there's a nice little straightaway where you can get up to speed.
How fast did you get up to?
So I topped out at 106. Yeah, man, it was a lot of fun.
BMWs go faster than 106.
They do. But it was 106 into a sharp turn left. So it wasn't your normal 106, man. It wasn't like it was 106 on the highway. It was hitting 106 and then immediately braking into a hard turn, handled like a dream.
Yeah, so BMW does a lot of these testings on the vehicles before they even produce them to the public. And they do that over in Germany, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, before any cars, any kind of terrain that their BMW or their vehicle is going to, encounter in a customer, whether it's snow, wind, sand, off-road, anything along rain, right? Anything along the lines there, they show you how to work the car on it. And apparently you kind of did something like that, right?
A little bit. And so I actually got to see them. Not only did I get to drive it and experience it myself in an X3, when we went to the factory, I got to see an X3's driving on the little test tracks that they have. They have strips out there with like little bumps and little road divots and potholes, and they drive back and forth to make sure that they don't make any noise. They don't have any road noise or any issues as they do that. And they do that with every single BMW when it comes off the factory line before it gets to our customers.
Yeah, big quality control. They want to make sure they're delivering a great car, quality car, for that matter.
But then, as you mentioned, I got to take an X3 M50 with summer tires on it, summer performance tires, on an off-road track. And I have a 4Runner at home, and it was a track that like I would have been nervous to take my 4Runner on. I mean, we went through water that was probably up to my hip. We went up and over like rock formations where we only had 3 wheels on the ground and one wheel was just kind of like hovering in the air. I got to finally use the downhill ascent control, which is a little button in the car that probably nobody knows what it does because we never really have to use in this area of the country. But it's for going down like super steep slopes and hills, right? And what you do is you just kind of take your feet off the wheels or off the brakes and the pedals, and the car just controls itself in a controlled descent down this slope at about 4 miles an hour.
The technology that we have now is impressive.
It's incredible, man. It's incredible.
So kind of debunk like the idea of like, oh, I need all season tires all the time on these cars. So like on BMWUSA.com, when you're building out your car, you might see like a rim that you like more, but it only is offered in summer tires. So we want you guys as guests and customers, build your car the way you want it, the way you look, the way you want to own your BMW, but don't worry about the tire as much. You know, CJ just kind of debunked it with summer tires on rocks, water, this, that, and the third. Did you get a punctured tire?
Not at all, man.
And it performed well?
And look, I was just as shocked as anyone when I looked at the tires, because I saw X3 M50 and I was like, we're going off-road. Like, does this have off-road like nubby tires? I went over and looked. Nope. Same summer tires that we have on the X3 M50s outside on our lot.
Yeah, so get the rim and tire that you want. That's awesome. So let's talk about one of the newest features in BMW today. It's big news across the company, and it's for their 26 models and moving forward, and it's called Digital Key Plus.
Yeah, it's debuting on the 2026 BMW i6, or sorry, the 2026 BMW iX. And what it is, instead of getting two keys now,
True physical key
two
fob.
physical keys. You're going to get one physical key fob, and then you're going to get a white digital key setup card. And then you're also going to get a black service card. Okay? That white digital key setup card, what you're going to do is you just tap it on the back of your phone after you download the My BMW app, automatically links you right to your car. Right? And then you go out to the car with your key and your phone, and you set up a digital key right on your phone. Right? And your digital key on your phone is going to work exactly like your key fob. You don't have to take it out. You can leave it in your pocket, your purse, whatever you want, wherever it is. When you get in the car, you can leave it there. Press the start button. It's going to start your car right up.
Yeah, so for everyone listening, just a little recap on that. A lot of customers, a lot of people want two physical key fobs when you buy a car. I get it. I do too. But at the end of the day, when's the last time you actually put a physical key into the ignition of a car? Ask yourself that, right? I don't know. I don't think I've ever owned maybe one car. Yeah, one car. My first car was a physical key in the ignition, right? So everything is now on a key fob with no physical key for the ignition. So what better way to eliminate that, make it into a credit card, or even better on your phone, right? And duplicate it more than two keys. So yeah, you get a master key fob, you get a credit card fee, but how many extra keys on your phone can you allow?
Well, it depends on the phone that you have. So if you have an Android, you can send it to up to 5 people.
So you can have 5 extra keys.
Up to 5, right?
What's the charge of that?
No,
There's zero
no
charge.
extra charge, right?
BMW keys are super expensive.
How about
like
this?
$500-600.
If you have an iPhone, you can send it to up to 18 people.
18 keys.
Now, I don't know about you. I definitely don't have 18 people I trust to drive my car. But for some reason, you can send it up to 18 people. And the cool thing about that is when you send it to someone, you can put limitations on it.
Wait a second. You could send it to somebody.
Right.
What do you mean send it to somebody?
So I can send you my key, James. So
you can text me your key?
If you need to borrow my car, I go on my BMW app and I can send you a link to download my key right into your Apple Wallet or your Android Wallet or Google Wallet, whatever you use.
That's crazy.
Yep. And then when I do that, I can limit you. If I'm the primary key holder, I can send it to you and say, okay, you can only go up to 90 miles an hour. You can only have the volume on the radio up to 70%. And you cannot turn traction control off, right? So that way, if I'm letting you drive my car, I'm going to make sure that you can't drive my car like you really shouldn't be driving my car.
And I'm sure it could track you where to and from, right?
Absolutely. I can see on my BMW app, I can see exactly where the car is at all times. I can see the info that you're giving me and how you're driving. I can see all that right on the app.
So it's great for parents that, have newer drivers in high school or, something like that.
Absolutely.
See exactly where, like you say, hey, go to the grocery store. You make sure they go exactly to the grocery store. They're going nothing over a certain miles per hour and they come right back home. Yeah, it's such a cool feature.
Exactly. And the other thing that's nice is that I mentioned you get that second card, that black service key card.
Oh, yeah, let's talk about the service piece, too. Obviously, you got to service your BMW. So instead of bringing the physical key in, I know they do key reads. That's a huge, huge deal with BMW. The key is technically the DNA of the car, right? It reads exactly the real life time of what's going on with your vehicle. So if you have a light on in your car, you have a service light due, your miles, what's going on. If our service center is able to put your key fob or your digital key card now on our special readers and tell you exactly the picture painted into that car with a snapshot in time, right?
Yep. And that black card, right? It's actually designed to be left right in your car because you deactivate it every time.
Every time, right?
So when you get to the service center, right? Maybe you're going to service, maybe you're going to dinner and you have a valet, or you're going to the car wash, or you're getting your car detailed, or whatever it may be, right? You just pop that card right onto the wireless charger, press the activate button, which is super easy to access once the Genius or your client advisor shows you how to do it. It's right in the keys set up in your menu app, and activate your service card, right? Once you're done and you're finished with service or you're finished with dinner or whatever, and you get that card back, when you get in the car and start it up with your key or your digital key on your phone there, it's going to immediately prompt you to deactivate the service card.
Ah, cool.
That way you don't have just that active key just sitting around, right? You just activate it and deactivate it as many times as you need to, and it takes like 3 seconds to do it.
Cool. Great stuff. So in today's episode, we talked about the M2. By the way, come test drive one. You're going to want to buy it on the spot. We talked about the performance driving school. We're going to dive deeper into that into the next episode of what models were driven, what BMW offers for all their client advisors that come to this event. Right? I mean, it's pretty much they feed you every 5 seconds. And then lastly, the digital key we talked about, which is great. So expect that on your new BMW. Come visit us for the next episode. We got a great next episode for you guys. We can't wait to share it with you. Come see us at Union Park. Follow us. Subscribe to us. You can find us on YouTube, Instagram, or TikTok. You can visit us on our social media pages as well.
Yeah, we're on Facebook too.
That's awesome. So click subscribe, like, and then
if you have anything that you want us to talk about, right? If we talked about the M2 today, if there's another model that you want to hear us talk about and you want to hear more info on, either comment here, message us on any of those platforms that James just talked about. Because like we want to make sure that we're talking about what you guys want to hear about.
Yeah, if you want to hear about how to buy a car buying tips, the trade-in process, anything along the lines there, we're happy to give you advice, share that with you, and experience, and tell you how the experience, what we do here is different than any other car buying experience at any other dealership. So we're happy to talk to you with that. So that wraps up this episode of Behind the Wheel with Union Park BMW. My name is James again.
I'm CJ.
And we'll see you next time.
See you guys.